the Brown boys, the Brown boys, the Brown boys, we the Brown boys, the Brown boys, we the Brown boys.
2011. Sorry. But this. I'm the steward of basketball fans in this position. I have to ask you this. LeBron is clearly having some sort of mental meltdown. His mind is his confidence, whatever it is, something is wrong with LeBron. You see this. He's not aggressive. He's passing up shots. He's not driving. It's not LeBron. Yeah. We all know LeBron. That's not LeBron. Was there a conversation you had with him during the finals trying to get to the root of it? What's happening? We need you to snap out of it? Or did you just say, I can't get in, this is his thing to sort out? Or did you just think it'll sort itself out? How do you handle something like that in that moment?
Well, in the moment, I mean, I think and I've said it before, I was on Bron. It's my job. That's our relationship is to.
Wait a minute. He started off saying, I was on Bron. That's our relationship. That's our job. So when you say something like that, it sounds like D-Wade's assignment was to teach LeBron James the game. I was on Bron. You say that? Is it like a lesser player, a rookie, a younger player? Listen to the verbiage.
I was on Bron. It's my job. That's our relationship is two of the best players in the game is to make sure that we're pulling it out of each other. And going into the Dallas series, I felt we had two mismatches. I felt that no one can guard me and no one can guard him. And so I'm like, it may be a better team overall, possibly, but we got the two best players. Even though Dirk is one of the greatest players ever, I thought in that series that we possibly could have the two best players from a mismatch standpoint. And so when I didn't see him performing at the level that I know that I've watched this person perform at since I've seen him play on ESPN in high school, I was like, hey, wait, what's going on? You know what I mean? And I don't know if I approached it the right way at all, but I was on Bron. I'm just trying to get him to get back in his game, to wake up. Because sometimes it does. One thing can happen, whether it's in your personal life, whether it's in the game.
That man said he was on Bron twice. I wonder if anybody could say they was on Michael Jordan. Like they was on him to do better. I don't think MJ or Kobe ever needed that. MJ or Kobe was always on somebody else to do better. But Dwyane Wade is speaking, and I'm pretty sure fans now are going to say, F Dwyane Wade, he jealous, he's a hater, he's a B, he don't know basketball. This is arguably the best two guard to ever play the game is saying that he was on LeBron, like riding him, showing him the ropes, teaching him, trying to egg him on to get better. LeBron was already a vet. He's already spent 7-8 years in the league. Nobody can be on a 7-8 year vet in the league. They're both I think they came in at the same time. So no one should be over the other one. And the way that he's talking, he's definitely the bigger dog in the yard. He's on LeBron.
And it can just knock your flow and your rhythm off. You know what I mean? And sometimes you need something to happen to go well for you. You need someone to say something. You need someone to believe in you, someone to get on your ass, whatever it is. And I tried the approach. We're best of friends.
Someone to get on your ass, whatever it is. LeBron James, the GOAT, Dwyane Wade said he needed to get on his ass in order for him to rise to the occasion, I guess.
Flow and your rhythm off. You know what I mean? And sometimes you need something to happen to go well for you. You need someone to say something. You need someone to believe in you, someone to get on your ass, whatever it is. And I tried the approach. We're best of friends. And so we spend a lot of time together. And so I wanted to get to the root of it because, bro, this is why we got together to do this. And so he couldn't get out of it. I don't know, what it was. He struggled a little bit. And I go back and I look and I felt like in that series, I probably, because of the mismatch situation, I had the best series, and I had a chance to actually win Finals MVP, and we won a championship. I had a really good series. And I look back at myself, and I'm like, man, this is why he came here as a leader. It's your job to help lead him. And I feel like I failed my leadership responsibilities in that. And so I don't know.
So it was Dwyane Wade's job to lead LeBron to victory, not the other way around. And when they lost, Dwyane Wade said he feel like he failed him, took responsibility. That gotta hurt LeBron James fan. See, this doesn't hurt my feelings because we already knew this. See, we already knew this stuff. Yeah, most NBA players already knew why LeBron got with Dwyane Wade and why LeBron got with that Heat culture because they were disciplined. Anytime you went down to Miami, you running into Udonis, you running into Dwyane Wade, all of the Alonzo Mourning, all of the guys that was there, they were in shape, hard nosed, uh, rugged guys at their position. Dwyane Wade was a hard nosed, coming at you, going downhill every play. That culture was trap the pick and roll. We coming over the block shots. I mean, they play the same way. Even though basketball evolved and changed, Miami still got that old school worker mentality, grit. And so we all knew that Dwyane was trying to teach LeBron that. But I didn't know to this extent. Listening to Dwyane talk, this was almost like a little brother mentorship. Like it's almost like they brought LeBron there to get mentored by Dwyane Wade. And LeBron doesn't want to come to terms with that, but that's what it sounds like to me when a man takes responsibility for letting a teammate down that he said was his friend and say that he came there for that. And he said he felt like he let him down. Yeah, this was definitely like a big brother, little brother mentorship.
And I look back at myself and I'm like, man, this is why he came here as you as a leader. It's your job to help lead him. And I feel like I failed my leadership responsibilities in that. And so I don't know if I approached it the right way at all. I just know that, we didn't get the LeBron that we got the next 3 years.
Now, D-Wade, he gave, how he got on LeBron. He was getting on him, trying to get him to snap out of it because he's like, look, we can win this series. We're the two best players on the court. He felt like even with Dirk out there, we were the two best players on the court and we can dominate this series. And D-Wade was getting busy. LeBron just never got it together for whatever reason. Like he kind of looked like a shell of himself. I wouldn't even call it a Pippen type situation because other than the series where Pippen was injured, in the finals, he always looked better. Like he always took on, he had more of an impact. LeBron had no impact in that season, in that series, like really no impact. He struggled mightily. And so it was ironic to then see Rich Paul then come up on his podcast and talk about.
No, I knew Rich Paul was going to talk about it. Hey, shout out to NBA Center. I knew Rich Paul was going to talk about it. But he couldn't even get the words out. Cino be on Rich Paul head, boy. But I just don't think Rich Paul was the right one to talk about this. He made it worse. Watch this.
About what he talked about as it relates to that 2011 NBA Finals.
That's a good question. I remember it vividly. I think it was just one of those things where, obviously, we all know who the media scapegoat was. That's clear. But no, I just think it was one of those things where that was the first season. They didn't get off to a great start that year. They were like 500 after, I think, like 33 games or 35 games, close to 500. Then they had a hell of a run.
Sure did.
And I think that, sometimes you kind of shoot your wad a little bit because the first round they rode. The second round they rode.
Dean wants me to pause you. I could hear him snickering.
No, man. Like
I'm going to have to pause you, Rich.
Okay, fine. But sometimes, you run out.
Yeah.
You just do. And I think they had great series. And then they got to the finals. And they actually had a game that they probably should have won.
I think LeBron has always had.
But I'm glad he didn't. I'm glad he did not.
Because it taught him going forward.
No, not even that. We had this conversation. And we went to the Bahamas afterwards. And myself, D-Wade, and LeBron were talking. And they were kind of going over things. And I said, at that time, I'm so glad that you guys didn't win in that manner. I'm glad. Because I felt that villain role, that's not who you are as a person. And if God allows you to win in that capacity and you carry that with you, that's going to spill over outside of basketball. And so this loss was preparing you for what's coming next.
And also turns him into more, there's this humility involved, and it turns him into more of a sympathetic figure.
Yeah, without that loss, you don't get the 3-1 comeback.
Right.
Right? Because now you're a different person. And so, yes, he should have played better, and he probably was capable of playing better. But I just feel like, man, when God prepares you for certain things, you don't know why, and you just have to go through it.
You hear this shit? Hey, listen, man. It's okay sometimes to say that the better team won. They outplayed us. What's wrong with that? Why do people got to make everything so trivial? They got to make everything like they got to protect the mental of the other players. No, it's simple. You might have been the better team, but we were better than you on the day. Give other people their props. They don't want to get. This is what I don't like about this chosen one, this online new era. If someone is better than you at something or they win, give them their props for winning. You want your props when you win. When LeBron and them win, they throw parades. He won because he's the greatest. It's this, it's that. They lift him up. But when he lose, they can't even give the team the credit that beats him. That's that elitist bullshit that I don't like. When you lose, don't make excuses for the person that lost because you like them. Give the team and the people the credit that beat them on the day. It's simple. Our news media, they suck with that. They're terrible. They always got a reason why LeBron lost. And they take away from the teams that actually win.